So you might have been interested in selling on TikTok. There's a lot of people doing product reviews and whatnot, but I just wanted to introduce you guys to something called Amazon Influencer, which is something that I've been doing for about the last 2 years, something that I've only really done for like the first 8 months and then kind of just let it go in the past. But today I'm going to show you guys my earnings, how I got into it, and just overall what I think about the Amazon Influencer experience. So without further ado, let's just dive in. This is Roman, aka Rome's Review, and let's get into my yearly earnings with Amazon Review. So when I first got started, I got started around 2024. I believe I started around in March when my dad bought a course to learn more about how to sell on Amazon. And I believe he made a mistake because he wanted to do the Amazon affiliate code link, which gives you a percentage basically when someone clicks on your link to buy something off of Amazon, and you get about like 2 to 10% of the total sales, actually, not just the product. Because the cool thing is that if they just buy the product, yes, you'll make some money off of it. But anything else that they make a purchase off of Amazon while using your link to go to Amazon, you also get a percentage of it, which I think is really cool. So my dad ended up buying this course, and it was kind of new. It wasn't actually a mistake. It was just something different that they were doing for the first time, which was Amazon influencers. And what Amazon influencers basically is the fact that you can make a product review on a product you buy off of Amazon and make a video format off of it. And if people watch your video and like your review and buy the product, then you can get a percentage of the discount too. Now, does the product review and the link code combine for like double the affiliate percentage? That's a whole nother video. And if you want the short answer, I believe the answer is yes. So if you can get them to click on a link to the product that you're selling off of a video, blog or whatnot, and then they watch your video on the Amazon product review about that said same product, then I believe you will get the commission from them watching your product review and also the link, because those are two different separate entities. Anyways, so this was around March of 2024. I wasn't really doing much with my life, kind of hating myself. And my dad told me to try doing this course. So I ended up eventually getting to it, I believe around in May. There was a lot of negativity around it, like how to get into it and whatnot. And it seemed such like a scary process. So I was afraid of failing. And I didn't want my videos to get shut down. Because if you don't know, how you get through the process is you have to submit your videos and then they have to get accepted. And then you have to submit like 3 more videos. And then all of them have to be accepted for you to be able to be an official Amazon influencer. So if you want to learn more about how to do that, you can check the course. I have a link about it in the comments below. But I believe I can also just explain it to you how to get it done if you guys are interested in just listening to the whole video. So continuing on with the story, I eventually got my store in May. After getting 2 of my videos failed out of 5, I eventually got all the necessary requirements to be able to do my Amazon influencer journey after about like 2 months of first hearing the idea. I could have probably shortened it down to about 2 weeks if I actually put a lot of effort into like trying to actually get it done. But here we are today, and that was just my experience into getting an Amazon influencer account. Now, what did I need? Well, I actually got rejected about 13 times with different social media accounts, because on top of being accepted based off of a video, you also have to get accepted off of your social media account. And personally, I got rejected on all my accounts over again. I got so many rejections, I actually was giving up, because Amazon will reject as many times as they can if they feel like you don't have enough of a following. And I got rejected on Facebook accounts, I got rejected on YouTube accounts, heck, I got rejected on Twitter accounts and Instagram accounts. I went through it all, guys. I had so many accounts to try to eventually get accepted. But what ended up getting accepted was my TikTok account. My TikTok account had about 200 followers at the time, and it had about 20,000 likes off of a bunch of random posts that I made about like a few years back. And I just kind of had it in the background, and that was like my last real attempt at actually making the account. And when it got submitted and it got accepted, I couldn't believe my eyes, because every time I submitted an account up to that point, it was getting rejected every single time. But this time, I mean, I just submitted it. It got accepted within like a minute, and I almost started crying. It was such like a relieving moment when it finally got accepted. But then I had to do the 3 videos that I talked about before. And then eventually, after getting 2 of my videos flagged down for having an address or a barcode in the background, I finally got accepted. And so I started my journey around May, like first making videos in May. And at the time, I probably made about 200 videos, give or take, up to that point. I was just cranking out videos because there's 2 types of videos you can make on Amazon, and I won't get too much into it, but I made a lot of short videos instead of long, informative product reviews just because I was curious about testing it out because of how it works, which I will probably explain in another video. So if you guys are interested in learning more about the Amazon journey, I'll talk more about that in the future videos and what I've learned from it. But without further ado, after a whole year of selling of 2025, I wanted to talk about my earnings and how I made my earnings and whatnot. And so for the sake of this video, it's going to look a little different than some other people's graphs. I don't know if people even show their graphs in their video, but I can show you guys how much Amazon actually paid out to me in this video. So we'll just get right to that. So, and as you guys can see right here, this is my Amazon account. As you can see, I can click on this here, and this is literally this month's earnings, which is about $50. As you can see here, this is nothing crazy. I had a total revenue of $2,000, making about $50. And I haven't touched my Amazon account in months. So now it's basically become passive earning for me, passive income. People talk about passive income and talking about how great it is. One of the reasons I like making these product reviews is the fact that, you know, I could just let them sit on Amazon for many years and people can just click on the video whenever they want. I can just make money off of it if they end up buying the product. And so this is just this month. As you can see, the revenue is $2,100, which is crazy, but I only bring home $47. And so I'm just going to show it to you guys. So as you can see right here, January 18th, 2025, I made $820 in total for the whole year of 2024. There's not really much else to say. I can't show a graph, unfortunately, because it won't let me show a graph for you guys about what products I sold, which would have been great detail for you guys to see. But I made $820 off of $27,000 of products sold. So I, with my product reviews, had $27,000 worth of product being sold on Amazon, which is something different than just people clicking on a link and multiple people, you know, having the link being clicked on being sent to Amazon, because they can just buy different products. But my video has to be on the product for me to be eligible for me to make money. So I almost made $1,000 my first year of selling on Amazon. And that's kind of like my short summary of this video. Making $800, selling over $25,000 worth of product on Amazon. And honestly, it was a ride. I remember when I was first doing it, I made $50 my 3rd month. It took me 2 weeks to get my first sale, which was 15 cents, by the way. I was so happy when I got my 15-cent product review. Oh my God, I was so happy, guys. But what happened was people started buying more and more towards the end of the year, and my commissions kept going up like this because the buying season kept going like this. So my commission slowly hit $100 a month and then started going up to $150 towards the end of November and December. So I could have possibly made $1,000 that year if I started out in January of 2024, but I ended up doing, you know, starting out in May, and that's when I first started. Now, is there any advice that I would give for people trying to sell on Amazon or people trying to get their accounts done? Personally, I feel as if you're going to do the Amazon, you want to do high ticket products. And what I mean is you want to sell things that are worth a lot of money because the commission you get is like 2 to 3%. So if you're able to sell something for more money, you're going to get a bigger amount of dollars of commission based off of that sale. Not only that, but it just makes more sense to do high ticket because of the fact that you have to sell less of the product to make more money. So if you sell 10 things and get $4 each, that's $40. But if I sell 200 of one product, but only get 40 cents, that's only, well, is that $80? That's not the example I was trying to make. But as you can see, the less product that you can sell of high ticket things, or the more high ticket things you can sell, the easier the commission works. Not only that, they also have like a bonus program where if you hit a certain amount of money every single month, they give you extra money on top, which That's honestly a great thing that they have. So you can get commissions on the products that you sell and then get extra commission for selling more product for that month. My highest level was being a silver tiered member on Amazon. And that's about $100, $50 to $150 a month of selling on Amazon to get silver rating. The silver rating doesn't really give you money, but it's kind of just shows you a badge that shows how much you've sold on Amazon for that time period. And yeah, selling over 25,000 on my first year on Amazon. That's really where it's at. Now, if you're still interested and you really want to learn more, I'll make a future video teaching you guys what I've learned, how I did it, and what I would recommend on how to start your Amazon influencer journey. If you want to check out the course, once again, that's what I used to figure out all my information with my dad to set up my account and to be able to get accepted into the Amazon influencer program. If you want to learn more, check out my next video, which will be soon. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And this is my Amazon influencer's first year's earnings. Thanks for locking in and have a blessed day. Take care.